The UK tax system is complex, it is unfair, and it is in need of reform. It is a 17,000 page cobbled together nightmare that only a trained professional could truly understand, and yet we are all expected to live by it.
In this video, we're going to look at 9 reasons why the UK tax system sucks, why you're getting screwed by it, and what we think needs to be done about it. Let's check it out. Welcome to Money Unshackled, the investment channel that sets you and your finances free. I'm Andy, this is Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel, check out some of the affiliate links in the description below. Let's get into it.
Number 1. Tax doesn't do what tax is meant to do. People are taxed in order to raise money for the country's treasury, which should then get spent on public services like schools and the army. But in reality, taxes are politically motivated, which often works to unintentionally deprive the treasury of money.
An example is corporation tax. It is proven that when companies are taxed less, more taxes are raised overall for the country. This is in part due to the inflow of foreign investment, the removal of the desire in shifting profits abroad, and the incentivising of business startups.
The financially incompetent SNP party in Scotland are in favour of raising taxes on businesses and workers, despite the fact that people and businesses can easily just relocate across the border to England or any other country, thereby bringing in lower taxes for Scotland.
Number 2, constant tinkering. The UK tax code runs at 17,000 pages for a reason. Constant tinkering by governments that want to make their mark. Hong Kong, once considered to be the poster child of free market economies, has a tax code of just less than 300 pages.
And their economy seems to do rather well despite this, attracting a lot of foreign investment with a corporation tax of only 16.5%, no withholding tax on dividends, and leaving them with a GDP per capita, that's dollars per head, of $38,000, the same, incidentally, as the UK, for a much smaller territory.
Number 3, change is too fast. Recent changes to the way that property investors are taxed in regards to mortgage interest and stamp duty means that inexperienced landlords have been pushed too far, smashing their already tight profit margins.
This has damaged the rental sector, pushing up rent prices due to a reduced supply of rental properties available on the market, with landlords no longer wanting to get involved in investing, and also due to landlords having to cover their now higher tax bills.
Number 4, used as punishment to win votes. Some parties of the left in the UK want to raise income taxes against the middle classes who they consider to be wealthy and therefore bad in some way. They think that money is the root of all evil. All this achieves is less spending in the economy and therefore less VAT tax receipts for the treasury and less profits for businesses. This last one leads to less investment in infrastructure, damaging the economy further.
And it's not just the left. The Conservatives wanted to be seen to be punishing landlords by raising stamp duty and property income taxes, and have done so to such an extent that they have critically deepened the already bad housing crisis. This is bad economics done to win votes.
Number 5, unfair. Some taxes consider your ability to pay, whereas others do not. Take council tax for instance. In this case, you'll pay the same as your neighbour regardless of your income. Why are some taxes based on your ability to pay, whereas others are charged even if you have no money?
Number 6, loopholes. Taxes should be unavoidable, fair and boring. However, there exist some weird and wonderful loopholes, which means that some people are able to avoid taxes that the less educated and less affluent would either not know about or not have access to. Why not just reform the tax code so we wouldn't have to dance through these hoops? Number 7. Foreign companies pay little to no tax. We're not sure how we feel about this one, as Google, Amazon and all the rest are clearly paying huge amounts of tax in their home nations, and the existence of these tech giants has massively improved our lifestyles over the last 20 years. Just imagine a world without them.
Some people say that companies shouldn't be paying tax at all, and in any case they're actually paying a lot of tax indirectly through employing thousands of people. These companies avoid UK tax because it is too high in the first place, which supports the argument that we should lower taxes to encourage them to channel their profits to the UK rather than sending them abroad.
Number 8. Double taxing. You are taxed on your income. Before that, the company is taxed just to employ you. They pay you, you get taxed on that income, you buy stuff with it, you get taxed VAT on that stuff, and then you have issues such as capital gains tax, stamp duty, inheritance tax. It goes on and on. Companies have some ways to avoid double taxation by being allowed to offset any purchases they make against their income before they are taxed, whereas normal workers get taxed on their income before they get to spend any money. Why can employees not offset their cost of their fuel, transport, clothing against their income before they are taxed also?
Number 9, the wealth tax. Thankfully, this is not a thing at the time of filming, but the way that British politics is going, anything could happen at any time. Both the Labour Party and Liberal Democrats have both advocated taxing people's savings and investments.
Think about it. You work hard and get taxed on your income. You then invest some of this wisely and get taxed anyway on the interest and dividends that you receive. But soon they may also want to take a slice of your investment pot. We simply hope that common sense prevails on this one.
Question of the day. What do you think of the tax system? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching! On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is Money Unshackled. See you next time.